Hey, everyone, and welcome to our Valentine's Day special podcast episode. I am your host, Rafael, aka the Latin Babbler. I'm joined by my amazing co hosts. We got Paula, we got Daisy, we got Miss Rocky. We have an amazing special guest tonight. The very talented SARAI will be joining us later in the show. Our episode is brought to you by Scrub Dub. That's going to be the replacement for all of the loofahs everywhere. You guys are going to hear more about it on our social media platforms and on our website. So just go give them a follow. You get the information right down below. So today we're talking about Valentine's. We're going to sit there and have a discussion about who does it impact more? So I'm curious from you ladies. I'm always the only guy in the room, which sucks. Like, especially for discussions like this, I feel like no matter what I do, I'm going to end up losing on this conversation. So from a poll standpoint, who has the most pressure, especially on expectations when it comes to Valentine's Day? Is it the men or is it the women?
Men.
I think it's the men. Yeah,
Men.
absolutely.
Why would you guys say that?
Because I don't think they pay attention too much to us women when it comes to details.
And you figure Valentine's is going to be the day they do?
No,
It's everywhere. It's like there's literally signs everywhere leading up to Valentine's. So it's like you have one
It's
shot.
really easy, actually. I feel like it's everywhere. Like you can get her chocolates, flowers, anything.
Yeah. You could be driving down the highway, right? It's like on the ramps. Get her some naranjas, get some roses, like a teddy bear.
Naranjas. Boy,
I mean, some calcetines.
I was just about to ask, what is the expectation? You guys, you ladies are correct, because we took the poll. We had it on something Latina, we had it on something Latino, and on both sides, it said that men had the most pressure on there. Both of them exactly 76% to be like, I don't know what if they were both just tag teaming to give that number, but on both accounts, 76% of the men and 76% of the women said that men have the most pressure. I'm curious from you guys, what is the expectation when you guys are dealing with Valentine's? Like, what is it that you guys are expecting? And Paula, I'm assuming you're not expecting much when you're sitting there waiting for bags of oranges. So, what are the expectations that you ladies have for Valentine's?
I'm just saying, you can't. There's no excuses, right? For me, I've been married for a really long time now, and sometimes you think, after you've been married for a while, the attention to detail has gone out the window, but they surprise you. I'll get flowers. But this is the thing, though, right? I think the pressure is big when you put it all just on Valentine's. If you have a person that does something for you year round, Valentine's Day is a nice touch, but it's not the end all be all. So then when you don't get maybe what you were expecting or hoping for, you're crushed and sad because it's an extra.
Well, I think it's overrated. I think it's overrated.
Does happen. It does happen because a lot of the times, if you have a partner that doesn't do anything for you year round, and you have that,
you shouldn't be with that partner.
It happens.
But it happens. Some guys are not romantic
but all
like that.
year long. You're gonna say not once, and then but then you expect it on Valentine's Day, and then it doesn't happen either. I don't know.
Really hard. We just want a little gesture. I feel it doesn't have to be huge. Valentine's, you don't have to go and buy like a car, a freaking just something cute and small.
It doesn't have to be a Chevy commercial, like where they turn around on this show with a big red bow on the car type thing.
It does not have to be
buy myself flowers.
Because I feel like the media, those are the expectations. You see all the commercials that come out on Valentine's Day, even for Christmas, like everybody's giving out like some type of huge ass item with a bow on top of it. So for you, it's pretty simple though. Like, what is your ideal version of a Valentine's? Raquel, we'll start with you.
Leave me alone. Okay, I just want some chocolates and maybe flowers, but again, I feel like it's overrated. Here in America, we put a holiday for everything, and I mean, one day, you love me every day, right? 365 days out of the year. And the best thing is when you do have a surprise, it doesn't have to be on Valentine's Day. It could be just, I'm not having a good day and he noticed, then, hey, here's some flowers. Here's a little, foot rub. It's the little things. Us women, we're not that complicated, and I think men put that big, stigma on us, and we're not complicated. We just we just want to be heard, and just want to vent sometimes. And a little foot rub that goes a long way.
Foot rub on Valentine's. Okay.
That's what she wants.
That's what I want.
She wants a foot rub on Valentine's. Daisy, what's your
and to be
ideal
left
version
alone.
of a Valentine's date?
Probably a bouquet of flowers and a coffee. I love receiving coffee and flowers. I'm very simple. Like, you don't have to go all out, but if you gift me Starbucks gift cards, surprise me with a cup of coffee and some flowers, I'll be happy.
Cafecito con Daisy.
Cafecito.
She's trying to pitch the slogan. Just give me coffee.
Just give me coffee.
Okay, so I'm curious. Paul, I'm gonna ask you real quick. I'll let you give your answer. What's your idea of a Valentine's Day before I comment on Daisy's?
I like to be home. There's this, like, it's a crazy out there, so I like to be home, and if he makes it special for us, it's the three of us. Like, we're, my daughter, like our daughter, my husband, and myself. So he always, like, he'll do something for both of us, and the fact that he includes her and he thinks of her, it'll be like a dinner at home with her favorite meal, and then he'll get us, like, he'll get her roses, or he'll get me whatever. This year he asked me to be his Valentine.
Oh, that's cute.
Like, we're back in high school.
Is that you?
I and because you take it for granted. And so I think he and my daughter were talking, and then I came home from work. This already happened because obviously he's not going to be here on Valentine's. So I came home and I had chocolates and this big stuffed animal with a card that he asked me to be his Valentine. And it was that very simple thing, because you take it for granted. We're married. Obviously I'm your Valentine, but the fact that he asked, it was just the sweetest thing. And so those types of things, they mean a lot, and they stick with you. Those are the things that you remember, not the Chevy.
Yeah,
exactly.
So why the expectation then? If this is so simple, why are men putting themselves in a position where if they miss out, they are just like catastrophically unforgiven?
Well, because like Daisy and Raquel commented a minute ago, they don't do it. I think the pressure falls heaviest on those that do nothing year round. So then the pressure is mounted on this one day versus you showing appreciation and
it shouldn't be pressure though. It's not that hard. It's
Right.
the easiest thing you can do. You can spend $10.
I mean, come on, I'm talking about the expectation. There are women out there.
Not every woman
who are
expecting.
That much. I know, but is that the stereotype or the stigma that's out there? Because if men feel like they have to go like catastrophically all in with the dinner reservations, and if they don't get any, they feel like they failed, or they didn't have the right bouquet of flowers, or like, who's creating that? Is it just this group where it's just like, yeah, keep it simple, as opposed to what regular society is pushing out there, I guess?
Babler, I have a question for you. From a male's
ahead.
perspective, do you feel like as a male you forget to do I know you've been single for a while, right? But when
I've
you
been
were in a
single
relationship
for a really long time, and I think Jesus was still alive from the last time I turned around and went
Here
out.
we go.
Would you say you're a romantic, or would you say that
I am? So I think for me, like, I would go all in. I'm just that type of person though. Like I would get up, and that entire day is like already planned. And I do the same thing for like my kids' birthdays. So it's like, it's weird for me. Like, I think I'm the anomaly to that. I would literally like a month ahead of time have my whole thing planned out. You know what I'm saying? That for me is like my thing, but not many guys are like that. So like, I would actually do, I have the nice restaurant plan, the flowers, the gift, the blah, blah, blah. But am I commercializing it by doing that? Like, am I fitting into the narrative of what people are saying I should be doing?
If you like that, it's okay. If she likes that, it's okay.
Yeah, if it comes natural to you and that's part of who you are, because those are the types of gestures that you like to show to whoever it is that you're with, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's the ill-intentioned that feel that pressure.
Okay,
Right.
what's so let's see, that was the expectations going into Valentine's Day. What are your expectations on the day of Valentine's? Who has it worse? Do you think the men have it worse on the day of, or do the women have it? I feel like preparation wise, the women have it. You guys have to go all in with everything, right?
I mean, depending on what you're doing, if the expectation is you're going to go to this, super fancy restaurant, and I believe if a guy's planning it, sometimes there is that expectation of a give and take. And we're going to plan this for you. You know, you better be banging because I'm going to show you off, perhaps, right? That might be a little bit of that give and take. So there might be pressure on both ends, but then I don't know. Sometimes it's like you're not with the right person. If you feel that type of pressure, or that you're not going to, you're not going to dress up enough to please, your partner, then I don't know, like Raquel said a little bit ago, it's probably not with the right person.
Yeah. Very interesting. Again, I know that some of the people who are commenting on our feed are basically saying that they have quite a few things. So most women are saying, I love it simple and intimate, which is based on what you guys are saying. And then there are some who are saying it also depends on what stage of the relationship you're in.
That's true as
well.
So
that's a good one because, okay, so is it more intense in the beginning or do you have more pressure towards like later on?
I think at the beginning there's more pressure.
Yeah.
Because I remember Greg one time, our first Valentine's, he went all out and got me like a bunch of stuff and he was like all nervous. And I'm like, you don't have to do all that. I was happy with like a bouquet of roses. But I'm like, at the same time, sure.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're never going to reject it. So, I mean, hey, the more you bring it, we're going to receive it.
Which is funny because how long have you been married, Paula?
It'll be 17 years this summer.
That's
and you got excited with the fact that he asked you to be his Valentine's. Which is kind of cute. I think that's kind of cute. He gets props for that.
Cute, yeah.
It's pretty cute for.
But the thing is, like, he does things year round. Like, he'll just send me random flowers, and so, like I said, the fact that he's not going to be here on Valentine's Day, I'm not going to be heartbroken or crushed or sad because we had our moment like this weekend, and even before that. But he's sweet all year round, and he does those gestures and just shows that he appreciates me. And so if maybe that wasn't the case and I had I was growing these big expectations for the actual day and then nothing happened, I think I would be pretty sad.
Okay.
So I understand that perspective.
So we got 3 minutes for this one. I'm just curious. Daisy, if Greg woke up this morning and just completely was like, Valentine's Day is just another day. And like we've been a couple all year and I've been bringing you coffee and flowers throughout that entire year. We don't need to do anything. What are your thoughts?
It's a no for me. I like the holiday. I feel like
it's a
like
hard no.
It's a no.
Like you better get your ass to that store and do everything that you gotta. You gotta
something small, but it's a no for me.
A card, something.
What about you, Raquel? What do you think?
I'm good with, yes. Do I want something on Valentine's? Every girl wants something on Valentine's, como dice, just a little something, and again, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a no. Like if you come in like with nothing, not even, like, oh yeah, one rose, like, be creative, like Paula's husband, be creative. Like, write me a little card. Like, this is a free 30-minute massage or, whatever. Free cup of coffee, lo que sea. Let's go
not
to
the coupons.
The coupon.
But I'm saying,
you wanted that foot massage. Cute. That's where that coupon comes.
She wants a foot massage. Yeah.
I want the foot massage, or exactly a little un toque. That's really, like I said, we're not all these that other women that are cracked up to be, right? We're very simple. It's just, el toque. So yeah, it's a no.
So here's the thing. So quick before we have to end that one, we go into our artist spotlight. If somebody, instead of giving you the foot massage, just gave you a card with just the coupon in there for you to get a free foot massage.
That's free too, right?
Yeah.
That works too.
That works?
I mean, it could be from someone else. I wouldn't mind either.
So for anybody who's listening to the show, just, you have our addresses on the website. Just send Paula a bunch of free foot massage coupons. She's located in the Florida area.
And send me coffee.
You mean Miss Rocky, not Paula.
Well, Paula wants one too.
I was like, hey,
but she's the Midwest.
Massages are good.
Yeah, she'll take them. So, all right, Miss Rocky, go ahead. Give us our artist spotlight.
All right, so our artist spotlight today is our singer-songwriter SARAI, who represents a new generation of fearless music artists and who are served as a voice and champion not only for Latina women but Latinos worldwide. Miami born, she has been highlighted in Billboard, People en Español, Un Nuevo Dia, Telemundo, y Despierta América en Univision, and Siempre Mujer, among many others, creating her first album, SARAI, with reggaeton, pop, and R&B. SARAI mixes her multicultural roots with her American father and Venezuelan mother. Oh, chama, let's go, girls. SARAI has also collaborated with PepsiCo to ignite cultura by representing and empowering young Latina women. Here's her single Candela, remix featuring John Z, produced by Looney Tunes from Looney Tunes.
Esta prendí en candela, de nada más pegarme, rápido me quema. María alcohol, ella tiene en el sistema, la veo brillando como una gema. Ando así calado, papi me hizo mal hiela. Nos hemos mirado palma que tú esperas. Le gusta el reggaeton, también es trapera. Vente conmigo a coger la loquera.
Si quieres te prendo un candela, bailamos pegado la noche entera. Y tú vas a hacer, baby, lo que yo quiera. Yo no tengo problema, estoy soltera. Si quieres te prendo un candela, bailamos pegado la noche entera. Y tú vas a hacer, baby, lo que yo quiera. Yo no tengo problema, estoy soltera. De los de Dolce, llegamos en el coche, brillo como diamante, lo sabes por mi porte. Yo sigo prendida, tu tipo me la mía. No quiero parar de bailar hasta el otro día. A la party yo le llego, el que me gusta me lo llevo. A la party yo le llego, el que me gusta me lo llevo.
Mato te afogata, pero te quiero de gata. Dímelo, prende la pata, la Mari nunca se gasta. Bebé te pone bella, a ella le gusta mi acra, a ella le gusta mi paca. Gordita no flaca. Baila, reggaeton, dale, muévelo, no pares, síguelo. Pa' mi cama vámonos.
Baila reggaeton, dale, muévelo, no persíguelo.
Si quieres te prendo en candela, bailamos pegados la noche entera. Yo voy a hacer, baby, lo que tú quieras. Yo estoy soltero y tú estás soltera. Si quieres te prendo en candela, bailamos pegados la noche entera. Yo voy a hacer, baby, lo que tú quieras. Yo estoy soltero y tú estás soltera.
Hoy es noche de nenas, el fuego corre por mis venas. Todos los hombres se desvelan, el que se me pega se quema. Ya cayó la noche, le llegué el party, lo prendí en fuego. De solo mirarme, yo sin tocarte, caíste en mi juego. Si quieres te prendo un candela, bailamos pegado la noche entera. Y tú vas a hacer, baby, lo que yo quiera. Yo no tengo problema, estoy soltera. Si quieres te prendo un candela, bailamos pegado la noche entera. Y tú vas a hacer, baby, lo que yo quiera. Yo no tengo problema, estoy soltera. Candela, Looney Tunes, Don Z. This is the remix. Sarara.
Yo, dímelo, Sara, what's up, baby?
And
Wow.
join us
That was amazing.
live.
I was dancing the whole
amazing.
time.
I couldn't even stop.
Thank
Wow.
you. What's
Joining
up?
us on the
Hi.
show is none other than Sarai. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here, and this is an amazing opportunity. Thank you so much.
I'm really excited. The video was hot. You got other stuff that's coming up. We'll talk about it. First, we want to learn about you. What got you into the career of being a musician?
So, I mean, it all started way back when. No, I'm kidding. My dad is from New York. My mom is from Venezuela. So I always listened to like a fusion of music when I was much younger. And I started singing and composing when I was super young. Then when I was about to apply for colleges, I was like, what do I want to do in my life? And being a, half American, half Latina in the U.S., I had to think about like, what do I want to do? What will my future be? And and I decided I wanted to go into music. It took me through a very difficult time of getting out of Lyme disease. I had it for quite some time, and thankfully I was able to treat it, but music was the only thing that really helped me out of that situation. I decided after that I wanted to do something completely different. I decided to do reggaeton from singing jazz music, but it was super cool because I got to connect to my roots.
So who would you say was like your musical influences growing up, since you said you went from jazz to reggaeton?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of everything, but I listened to so much Celia Cruz when I was younger, and then I started like experimenting a little more, and I found reggaeton one day, like in my room. I like went onto YouTube and like looked it up, so that my mom wouldn't find out, and I was like, wow, what is this music? I love it so much. And yeah, I just started listening to it and learning all about the genre and making music.
That's amazing.
When you perform, going from jazz to something like reggaeton, is there something that just gets you? Is there something different that you do when you're performing jazz or reggaeton, that just like a pre-performance ritual that really gets you to where you need to be?
A pre-performance ritual, I would say I definitely say a little prayer inside and, thank the higher being, for everything all the experiences I've been through, for my family, who's really been there through everything with me.
So it's not like LeBron James. You don't get in front of a table, put a bunch of powder in your hands, slap. There's no huge.
No, but I listened to a hype song. That's definitely what I did right before this video.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the hype song though?
I have a whole hype playlist, but it's a little bit of dance music, a little bit of reggaeton music. Sometimes just to get myself in the mindset, I'll listen to Candela and just hype myself up. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. So the song that we just played, that's like your hype song?
Exactly. It's one
that's
of them.
That's a hype video. That video was crazy.
It is so good.
It was on fire. Literally on fire.
Thank you.
And red is your color.
Oh, well, I'm repping for Valentine's Day. I mean, yeah, so I decided to put it on. But definitely Candela, that was the first song I wrote in the studio when I kind of was getting out of the Lyme disease, not feeling great. I went to the studio and I was like, I feel so much power and passion inside of me, especially as a Latina woman. And I was like, why not put all of that flavor into a song? So that was how Candela was born.
There you go. And you bring that Candela fire from the 305.
Yes.
So wanted to know, what are some of your like most difficult obstacles you had to overcome to get to where you are right now?
Mm-hmm. Well, one was definitely going through Lyme disease. I had it for 12 years, and then it was a whole process of getting misdiagnosed, and I lost my voice when I was doing the treatment, and I really am so thankful for that experience, because now I can help others, I can share my story, and music helped me come out of that difficult time. And I think it was a realization that, music was my passion, my calling. And definitely when I started the industry, it's very difficult as a Latina woman. But, I mean, we're powerful. We're fighters. So,
That's it.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Just kind of like on a follow-up, because I know that writing music and, performing, it does take a toll. Do you have like a specific requirement, like when you're performing, either on tour, or because I know some musicians, they need like fruit, or they need some type of... You having gone through all the things of losing your voice, what's kind of like the one thing you feel is the most important for what you need to do to maintain the health of that?
Definitely taking care of my body. I mean, everything from like working out to eating clean, getting enough sleep, all of those play really big roles. And I mean, I'm sure, as all of you know, I mean, it's how you keep your body going. So,
Okay, tell me about the ambassadorship. And about the collaboration with PepsiCo, because according, to Ignite the Cultura, representing and empowering young Latina women, like what are you guys doing to create that empowerment?
So it was an amazing experience. Back in April, or a little before, I was approached by a company that was working with PepsiCo on their Pepsi Latin Hispanic Summit. and they saw Candela Remix, loved the video, and I was like, wow, I would love to be a part of, elevating Latina voices and sharing our stories. And I flew out to Dallas. I performed Candela with them and talked a little bit about my story with the team. It was such an incredible experience, and I'm so thankful to be a part of sharing Latina stories.
Were your parents supportive?
Oh,
of you becoming-
100%.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I couldn't have done this without my family. I mean, family is everything for me, and especially, as Latina and Latin people, we, are surrounded by family.
Yeah.
So my family's my everything.
That's amazing. I'm glad that you got that support, because that's kind of like something that's really lacking in the Latino community when it comes to the arts.
Yes.
So very cool. What are some of the upcoming projects that you have coming out? I know you're releasing a new single soon.
Yes, this Friday I'm releasing Dura. Dura is, being a powerful, strong Latina woman. This song is so near and dear to my heart because it is not only elevating my voice, but all of our voices. In the video, I talk about being a student at New York University, being a businesswoman, and an artist all at the same time. So it's really cool to be able to tell my story, especially in this medium of film. So it's great.
Very cool. All right, Sarai, if people wanted to follow you, where would they go ahead and do that?
Yes, you can follow me on all social media platforms, SARAI Music Official, and check out the new single on Friday, Dura, on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and my YouTube channel, SARAI Music.
Okay, I have a question. We're
Yes.
about to get into a discussion on being single on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And are you interested in sticking around for that? Because that would be really cool to have extra insight.
100%.
As if we needed more women on the podcast to go up against the one guy.
Just like I say in Candela Remix, yo no tengo problemas porque estoy soltera. So
Okay.
that's how it
That's
is.
Let's go,
Yes.
honey.
I think there's
That's
three of
it.
us who are single, and then the other two are in relationships. So ill to them.
Respect.
But we are going to talk about being single on Valentine's Day, because I conducted a poll as to what men and women were doing. So men were literally doing nothing. If they didn't have a partner, they just sat at home or did whatever they would do on an everyday
Regular
basis.
day. Right. It's a regular
However,
day.
women, you guys hijacked the damn holiday if you're single. Like, you guys have Galentine's Day, Friendsentine, all kinds of stuff that's going on. What are your I'm interested in hearing the thoughts as to the Galentines. I got an unpopular opinion I'm going to introduce, but I'm curious as to hearing, like, why Galentines? Why create Galentines?
Why not? It's
Yeah,
an
what's
idea
wrong with
of
that?
women. It's an idea of women getting together, and if that's the day that they can help each other cope with whatever it is that they're individually feeling by having support of their closest friends, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't
know
take
what it
away from
means?
the people in relationships.
It means that Valentine's is not just for romantic relationships. You
Right.
can celebrate it with your mom, with your friends, with your sister, with anybody. So it
But
doesn't
is
matter
that
if you're
true,
single.
though? I mean,
Yes, I
when
think
you
it's true.
go,
It's the day of love.
when you go to CVS or any of these other places that are selling tons, I mean, they have a whole display. You can't go to Walmart without seeing 2 straight aisles of chocolates. Hey, you got to give this to your significant other in a love heart format. Like, was the day specifically designed? I mean, it was originally designed for couples.
Correct.
Why, if that's the case, why aren't guys going out and giving like heart-shaped footballs to everybody?
They're homies.
They do. That's called like football, whatever magic. What do they call it? What they
What?
get together?
Football magic. What? That's a new one.
What? No.
I know, like
that's
fantasy
what
football.
Football Sunday? Fantasy
Yes,
football.
that's fantasy
Fantasy
There it is.
football.
They have other excuses to get together. Fantasy
well,
football.
they
There you
do.
go.
But
They
on
do.
Valentine's Day, no, you're trying
No,
to
they
talk about
don't.
other stuff. Like,
It's
on Valentine's
over
Day, ain't
by
nobody
then.
going out.
It's over by then, but they have plenty of excuses to get together and hang out.
I want to
You
know
know how-
what Sarai thinks.
I'm before she even gets into that one, I'm interested in Sarai, your expectations for Valentine's Day. Like, what are the
Okay.
expectations for the person who's going to turn around and take you out?
I have to say, I'm a very simple person. I just want to have a fun time, and I want to like just have fun with the other person, connect with the person. Yeah, I don't really. One thing, I do love getting a rose from my dad every single year on Valentine's Day. It's very
Aw,
special
that's
to me.
cute.
That's the only rose
Yeah.
I need. Yeah, so I don't like chocolate, so I don't need chocolate. Just take me out for a fun time. Like, we can go dancing, we can go on a walk, we can go out for dinner, anything. Let's just have fun.
Okay, that makes it. What if they don't do it? Like, what if your dad's like, no flower this year?
No flower this year.
It's
All
like-
right. Well, you know what? I'll have to take that up with him on the next one. But yeah.
He's got the expectation. He's already
Are the
set
other
up.
are the flowers just more or less expensive than the eggs nowadays? I mean, have you seen the prices?
I mean, seriously, right?
I didn't know. I'm gonna be very honest with you. It costs probably cheaper to get a dozen roses than it costs to get a dozen eggs. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
I know.
probably.
It does.
It's
It does
insane.
look-
the
Unless you
amount
get
of-
some of those forever roses. Have you seen those?
Oh yeah, they're like
yeah.
$200.
Oh yeah. Those are-
$200 at Costco.
They're
Oh my
nice.
God.
Forever.
They last a really long time.
Is that just get those chocolate roses, the ones that are come pre-wrapped, and you can just give a rose and they can just eat it whenever.
Here you go. Yeah.
It's like a
Those
2
are
for
nice.
1. You don't have to buy the chocolate heart-shaped thing. You don't have to buy the roses. You can just buy the roses that are shaped
2
like
in
chocolate.
1.
You know, or the chocolate that's shaped like rose. So Sarai, you go back to the single Valentines.
Yes.
Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I personally really like Valentines. I think it's fun. Girls we get together. You can, eat chocolates, eat cake, have some wine. But this might be an unpopular opinion, but Valentine's Day is for all love. So, like, I say self-love on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to do a face mask. I'm going to do my makeup. I'm going to, eat a really good, I don't know, smoothie, something like that. So I feel good inside.
What kind of? She said a
Whatever
really good
gets you going.
smoothie.
She said she doesn't like chocolate.
Yeah.
She's from Miami.
gonna-
We have to have
she's-
smoothies.
She's gonna go to a juice
Have a
bar and
nice
just treat
cake.
herself to a pina colada smoothie.
She's
or
gonna buy
something.
herself some flowers. She's gonna buy herself a
Mhm.
mask.
Oh, we're going
I
into
like
the
that.
Miley Cyrus song now. It's
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
I can buy
Yes.
flowers.
Yes.
Well, that's it.
all right, so I got a popular opinion. I'm gonna get hammered for this. I know that I'm gonna get. It's not my point of view, but I just brought it up because some people did. So Abby Archer, and I hope that nobody looks up for this woman, but Southwestern University (EDU) wrote, because this was based on a movie. It was called Girl Boss. She's saying Valentine's Day is a pity party for the unrequited self-love. The holiday, and I'm gonna read this. Oh, I'm gonna get so hammered. I'm gonna lose like 80 followers for this shit. The holiday suggests being single is in something to be mourned, as if though a non-existent love is a death in itself. Valentine's Day is an apology for something that doesn't need to be apologized for. And then she goes on with that whole concept. At the very end, she goes, in order for women to be truly empowered, both sexually and professionally, being single has to stop being depicted as depressing. It's like, I want to watch a movie about a boss, what happens to be a woman who is truly fulfilled, whose life does not revolve around men in her circle. Maybe the men in her circle will revolve around her for a change. What are your thoughts on that?
Well,
I knew I was going to throw fire in the flame. Like, I'm probably losing followers. As
Get
we
them,
speak.
Paula. Get them.
My account is like 69% women audience, and I'm going to just get whacked.
I just think it's a sad perspective coming from a woman, because it doesn't have to be a pity party. And just because women get together to celebrate each other and to be there for each other, whether they are sad because some of them may have ended a relationship, and the other ones might be completely happy being single. And like Sarai said, you just want to be with your friends sometimes, and that's okay. And it's not because you're being, a sad sack because you're single. It doesn't always revolve around a man. And to see it from that perspective alone is erroneous.
And I think they need to start normalizing that being single isn't a bad thing. Some people like to
It's
be
not.
single.
Yeah.
But-
It's a good thing.
Professional
Why-
divorcee right here. Not once, but
well,
twice.
no, yeah, I only did it once. Thank God for that.
Babbler's
you
happy.
She's at, you
Rocky's
got two.
happy.
Look, I personally don't need the holiday though to remind me of self-love though. So why? That's what she's saying. I think is like, you don't need Valentine. Like, we're single every day, so why do we need the one day to make us feel worse about it?
But it doesn't
That's
You
what I
don't
think
have to
too.
feel worse.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I
that's
think
what I'm
it's-
saying. She's saying, I'm not me.
I'm not me.
We're telling her.
I want to make sure that you're like Carlos in that last episode. I want to make sure I'm separating myself from Miss Abby Archer. Okay, 'cause I don't want to be put in that situation. Sarai, what are your thoughts on that though? Because y'all be taking up restaurants with Valentines. I was talking about this to my daughter. I'm like, it's okay if you want to celebrate, but all these couples who are trying to get seats at some of the most expensive restaurants now have table for eights on all the Valentine's women who are trying to celebrate it at the exact
Book
same
it
time.
earlier.
Book
Yeah.
it earlier.
Book-
But that goes to the prep thing that we were talking about in the beginning,
Or a
right?
different day. It doesn't have
If
to
you
be on the
want a
same
seat,
day.
yeah.
It's
If you
easy.
want a seat, don't be mad at the Galentines for preparing.
She's
No, it's
like,
not a
don't, she's
schedule.
like, don't be mad at the Galentine's
Yeah.
people. for
Don't
that.
wait until last minute to book something for your
Mhm.
girl if it really means that much.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
so no, and it's just a nice day. The fact that Christmas, do you really need Christmas to give out gifts to those that you love? No, but it's a special day. It marks day and time to create that memory. So
Right.
do I just perform things to care for myself on Valentine's, like if I were to be single? No, but it's a nice day. Hey, today I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Other people might have things that they're doing it to mark that day with in a relationship. I'm gonna go ahead and do a face mask. I'm gonna go and give myself a massage. It's not about pity. It's not about anything like that. And to see it from that perspective is sad, and I'd be very sad for people that see it like that.
I mean, I'm curious as to where she even came up with that article and how she got away with surviving on campus.
Some
after
old
that one.
90s research, man. I don't know.
Rumor
she's-
has it Abby is nowhere to be found today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If you look,
She
closely
went-
at
Is that the
Southern
Dear
Western
Abby? Is that the
University-
Dear Abby lady?
No, it's.
Oh.
I'm
Oh,
not
no.
gonna keep. I don't want to keep repeating her name. I feel like we're gonna get this woman.
Abby
chastised.
Archer?
Yeah, it's like she's like Abby Archer. Abby, you with the Archer. So
Mhm.
now, obviously, she was obviously doing a a review of, I guess, something that happened in a movie. I've never seen that movie, Girl Boss, so I wouldn't know what that depicted. But for me, the concept that she was talking about seemed like she made that personal. Like it went from the movie to real life, right?
Yeah.
She did.
Like
Yeah,
she was
maybe
a-
we need to be a little introspective, Abby,
yeah,
and see what's
she was
going
like-
on within ourselves.
Yeah.
And
she
that whole
wasn't
thing
holding
about
back.
the movies, and we don't need a movie that always circles around the man. Well, maybe if more people went to actually watch movies that just had to do with women. I mean, we had wasn't the Oceans movie? Oceans, what was it, like 100?
Ocean,
with
yeah.
Ocean's
Ocean's
8,000.
you know,
No, I think
Ocean's
she's
11,
talking about.
12.
I think she's talking about
How
Ocean's
much play-
13, wasn't
how
it?
much
I think
play
Ocean's
did that
13?
get? I think if more eyes went to actually go watch movies about women that weren't about unrequited love, or I'm a girl boss and I'm doing everything, but man, if I only had a man, my life would be complete. That's what gets played. If it was the other way around, then maybe we'd have
I
more
agree.
movies like that.
I mean, maybe that's what she's going for. Society kind of just pushes the narrative that you have to have a man on a specific day in order to feel happy about yourself. And if you
Yeah,
don't
but
have
who
that,
writes-
then you feel. I
Who
didn't
writes
write
most
that.
of these movies? Who writes?
don't
Who's the
know.
writers? Who do we have? That's why we need more women. We need more,
So
POC writing.
putting
these-
women in perspective, though, should women be playing those roles then?
Well, times are changing now. Like on
Okay,
TikTok,
well, no, there's more
like,
female. Yeah, there's a bunch of there's
Yes.
the audience is
things
completely
are
different now.
changing. Mhm.
You get a lot of
I
women
mean-
who are educating people really quickly.
Yes, little by little. But what are you gonna do? Not take those roles and then just not work and not have the possibility of a different door opening
Hey, you
for
gotta
you?
stand up for the cause. No, I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding. Bunch of
Yeah,
women
and
that are
then-
gonna go-
Let's see what
Yeah,
Andrew
you know,
Tate
so
has to
you
say
know,
about
everybody-
all this.
Oh my God! Why would you bring his name into the discussion?
Because
That's
he's always got
okay.
something to say.
We're gonna be canceled,
He's nice and secure behind
right?
some walls and
He's-
some bars
yeah.
right now. So let's
Wherever
keep him
he's
there.
at. Yeah, exactly. No, it was just
Alright.
it was
There.
something that you said like about women and it's a different world and things like that. So that's why it came to my head. Things that
That's
you
very
said.
interesting. All right, so for all the single people here, what are you guys doing for Valentine's? What are you doing for Valentine's?
Sleeping.
You're sleeping in? No Valentine's?
No, I mean I'm coming home, eating dinner with my children, and then relaxing.
So your children are your Valentines for tomorrow?
Yep. And they got me
Okay.
flowers and chocolate.
Oh, look at that.
Aw.
And they
Look at
gave
that.
me a foot rub.
Oh, man,
And they
that is-
changed the bulbs on the fan.
I'm going to tell
Let's
you right
go.
now, your kids are crying. That foot rub
they're
was
not.
with torture. They were just
Nope.
like, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I
mean, the facial expressions. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I mean, says you. They're the ones who had to
Says-
grab it.
my
Like,
son told me, I hope my girlfriend has pretty feet like you, mom. You take care of your
oh
feet.
my goodness.
Aw.
I am
Somebody-
raising gentlemen, ladies and
Somebody
gentlemen.
really wanted that allowance for this week.
Yeah. Okay.
He's over there saying all those nice things while massaging them hobbit feet.
I do. I have sweethearts. You should see. You should
That
see.
is
I'm
mean.
actually gonna show a little picture of my son and his girlfriend.
Sarai,
Not
what are
for,
you?
oh, I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna show a picture of my feet. I said not for free.
Yeah, we're
No,
you know,
hey,
let's
only
keep this.
fans.
Let's try to
We
keep this
paid
as
for those-
PG-13 as possible. We don't need to see
We
toes and
paid for those pictures, darling.
that is insane. Sarai, what are you doing for Valentine's?
I actually have class tomorrow night, so I'm gonna be studying copyright law tomorrow night, and then I'm gonna come
Oh,
home,
look at that.
eat with my friends, watch a really good rom-com movie. I have to say I will watch that, and eat cake tomorrow night, do a face mask, and sleep. Self-care tomorrow.
Okay.
What movie?
Very cool. Yeah, I was
What
just about to
rom-com?
ask. Can she
I
plug
don't
it?
know. I love Clueless, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I love How to Lose a
and-
Guy in 10 Days.
Mhm,
Ah,
and
Go for
13 going
50
on
First
30.
Dates.
I love 50 First Dates too.
50 First Dates is a good movie. You guys might
That's
want
a
to turn
good
around and
Or Valentine's
for
Day,
that.
the movie.
Yeah.
I
you guys
just
watch that one?
watched that with my
Yeah.
daughter
Not a
the
s-
other day.
not a
It
scary
didn't age
movie.
well.
No.
Oh.
It's a
This
rom-com.
is my son.
Oh,
My son and his
okay.
girlfriend. See?
Aw.
Look
Look at
Saria's boyfriend.
All right, we got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes left. Paula, what are you doing for Valentine's?
Well, like I
Besides- I
said,
mean,
we
you're eating-
celebrated. We celebrated this weekend because husband's away on business. So I went and I got some donuts, some heart-shaped donuts, and we have work and school, and so we'll do that and then just have a nice dinner and watch a rom-com probably, and a ton of homework, ton of work. So that's it.
Daisy, what is Greg doing?
Well, if the weather's nice, we're having a cute little picnic in Long Beach. It's one
If
of
the
our
weather's
favorite
nice.
spots.
been
Well, it's
freezing.
been crazy. No, it's been like, it was sunny for like a second today, and then it was like started sprinkling, and now it's like okay. So I don't even know. I can't predict it.
Okay. Well, for
Yeah.
those of you who are watching, let us know what you guys are doing for Valentine's Day. Pay attention to this video. Comment below. Those of you guys are watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I think we're on LinkedIn. All kinds of stuff. We just watch it. And if you're listening to the podcast, once it does come out, you guys can turn around and send us your messages. Go to www.todowafi.com. Follow us on all social media platforms at Todowafi. For those of you guys who are following our sister and brother accounts, go to Something Latina and Something Latino. I am Rafael. That is Sarai. That is Paula. That is Miss Rocky. That is Daisy. And we are out on this Valentine's Day celebration special.
Desde Nicaragua hasta Costa Rica, con esta canción todo el mundo se identifica. Llamen a los chilenos y a los cubanos, llamen a Puerto Rico y a los mexicanos, que ya se armó la rumba. Desde Panamá hasta Ecuador, vámonos a Perú y luego hasta Salvador. Que se escuche en Brasil y Argentina. Yo quiero un grito de mi gente latina y levantaré mi bandera, estando en mi país o estando allá afuera, porque para mí mira no existen fronteras.